Here we have talked about vernier caliper, then micrometer screw gauge, then triple beam balance. Then we have to talk a little about stopwatch, stopwatch and electronic balance. Stopwatch and electronic balance. Electronic balance. Okay, I think you kept some space, no? You kept some space, no? Shall we utilize that space for calculations? And I think it's better to start this lesson from the beginning. You can use that space for calculation. Is it okay with you? Okay. Then write the main topic as measuring equipments. Measuring equipments. Measuring equipment. Measuring equipment. Okay. So what is mean by a measuring equipment? What is mean by a measuring equipment? Measuring equipment. It is an instrument. Okay, it is an instrument which used to measure something. Okay, which used to find the dimension of something. Dimension. Dimension mean different type of. It may be a length. It may be a weight. Maybe a mass. Likewise. Okay, or to find the quantity of something. To find the quantity of something. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Ah, now audible. Then write. Then write. Measuring equipments are the measuring equipments are the tools. Measuring equipments are the tool. Measuring equipment are the tool. Equipments are the tool which which used to which used to which used to measure the which used to measure the different quantities. Different quantities. Different quantities dash different dimensions. Different quantities so different dimensions. Different quantities so different dimensions. Different dimension. Yeah. By a measuring equipment, we can read the measurements. Means we can take a reading. By a measuring equipment, we can take a reading. We can take a reading. Actually, what is mean by a reading? Reading is a you can explain it as reading is a quantity of measurement. Okay, if we measure something, we can take it as a reading. As an example, if you get a ruler and measure this length by using that ruler, you will get a reading. You will get a reading. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then next topic, right? By using an instrument, by using a measuring instrument, by using a measuring instrument,
It's a sentence, right?
yeah, next point. By using a equipment, measuring equipment, by using a measuring equipment, a reading can be taken, 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 a reading can be taken as the measurement, as the measurement. A reading can be taken as the measurement.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then write the next topic. Least count of an instrument. 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 Least count. Actually, next topic, okay? Least count of an instrument. Then, what is meant by least count? The small division. This is the smallest division, no? The smallest division is known as the least count. The smallest division is known as the least count. So, what is the length in between these two lines or two divisions? What is the length in between these two divisions? Here, 0 centimeter is in here. Here is 1 centimeter. So, in between this 0 and 1 centimeter, there are 10 divisions.
And
There are 10 divisions. So, what is the value of this one division? What is the value of this one division?
so is
One.
it
Yeah, tell me the
in the
answer.
main scale?
No, no, I'm asking the main scale.
1 centimeter divided by 10?
Yeah, 1 centimeter divided by 10. So, what is the value in here?
0.1?
0.1 centimeter. So, 0.1 centimeter mean it is equal to 1 millimeter. This small division is equal to 1 millimeter. Got it? The small divisions are equal to 1 millimeter. That means the length in between these two lines are equal to 1 millimeter. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then write. Then write. The least count is the least count is the least count is the least count is the smallest division. Least count is the smallest division dash, smallest division dash, smallest division dash, dash
Okay, sir.
smallest division dash the smallest value, the smallest value, the smallest value, the smallest value, which can measure from an, which can measure from an instrument, which can measure from an instrument, which can measure from an instrument.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then hmm, there is an important point in here. That means you can increase the accuracy of the reading. Okay, you can increase the accuracy of the reading by reducing the, or by taking the value which has a small least count. Understood? As an example, think like this. There is an instrument which has 0.1 millimeter least count. LC is equal to 0.1 millimeter, and another one has 1 millimeter. Least count has 1 millimeter. According to my statement, okay, according to my statement, which instrument can measure the, or which instrument can take the reading very accurately? First instrument or the second instrument? I told you, if the least count is lower, the accuracy of the reading is higher. So what is the instrument which can measure that accurately?
First one.
Yeah, that is the first one. That is the first one. We have to do calculation regarding this. Then we can do it later. For now, let's write it as a sentence. Then write. By using that method, okay. By using that method, you can find the, you can find the best instrument. Okay. You can find the best instrument to measure a reading, or measure a something, or measure to take the dimension of something. Understood? Then write. Lower the least count. Lower the least count. Lower the least count. Lower the least count. Result. Results. 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 Highest accuracy. Result. Highest accuracy of the reading. Highest accuracy of the reading. Highest accuracy of the reading. Highest accuracy of the reading.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then in the instrument, in the measuring instrument, manufacturers use two method. There are a lot of method in our syllabus. There is two method. There are two method. Two method to reduce the least count of an instrument. Understood? They use different method to reduce the least count of an instrument. Okay, least count of an instrument. First one is vernier method. Vernier method. Second one is screw method. First one is vernier method. Second one is screw method. These are the two methods which are commonly used for making the least count lower. Why we want to make the least count lower? Because we can take high accuracy of the reading which has lower least count values. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then write the sentence. Or the next point. Okay. Write the next point. Manufacturers use. Manufacturers use. Manufacturers use. Manufacturers use different method. Different methods. Manufacturers use different methods. Different methods. Different method to reduce the to reduce the to reduce the to reduce the least count of an instrument. To reduce the least count of an instrument. Least count of an instrument. Least count of an instrument. In the next rule, write the first method as vernier method and the second method as screw method. First method as vernier method, second method as screw method. Screw method.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then write the next topic. Write the next topic. Write the next topic. Vernier method for least count. 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 Vernier method for least count.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Actually, this is simple. Okay. Here, uh, in the vernier method, there are two scales. In the screw method, also there are two kind of scales. Okay. Those are same. Okay. In the vernier method, there is a main scale and there is a vernier scale. There is a main scale and there is a vernier scale. I told you there are two kind of scales. First one is main scale and second one is the vernier scale. Main scale means the scale which we had practiced to use. That means when we are measuring by ruler or measuring by meter ruler, we use this main scale. Okay, in the main scale, there are uh, centimeters and millimeters are there. In the main scale, centimeters and millimeter are there. Okay, then what we have done in here is a specific distance from the main scale. Okay, specific distance from the main scale. Here the specific distance is 9 millimeter. 9 millimeter. The specific distance from the main scale is divided into, okay, divided into 10 vernier scale parts. 10 vernier scale parts. Understood? 10 vernier scale parts. So what has happened in here? They have chosen this 9 millimeter and this 9 millimeter is divided into 10 vernier scale parts. So Can you guess the distance between these two lines? Can you guess the distance between these two lines? In between these two lines? Here 9 millimeter has divided into 10 vernier part. So I'm asking from you, what is the distance between these two lines?
0.9 meters.
Yeah, good. It is 0.9 meters. Sorry, 0.9 millimeters. Understood? 0.9 millimeters. Understood up to now?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, then write. Then write. In the vernier scale, in the vernier scale, in the vernier scale, there are two scales as in the vernier scales. There are two scales as there are two scales as there are two scales as first one is first one is main scale. 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 Second one is vernier scale. First one is main scale. Second one is vernier scale. Main scale and vernier scale.
Okay, sir.
Okay. In the next row, right? In the vernier method, 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 specific distance from the main scale, specific distance from the main scale, specific distance from the main scale, distance from the main scale is divided into specific distance from the main scale is divided into is divided into is divided into is divided into 10 vernier scales. Sorry, 10 vernier parts divided into 10 vernier parts divided into 10 vernier parts. 10 vernier parts. 10 vernier parts.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then write. Uh, no, can you draw this one? Not this instrument, okay? Only this part. Only from here to here. Can you draw? When you are drawing, okay, when you are drawing, don't draw this one. Don't draw this part, okay? I will explain it as the next one. Without drawing this part, draw this one. Draw this one. Finish.
Yes, sir. Finish.
Okay. Then write the topic under that under Vernier method. Okay. Write find the least count of find the least count. Right. Find the least count. Find the least count of instrument which has Vernier method. Which has Vernier method. Which has Vernier method. Which has Vernier method. Okay. You have two method. Okay. You have two method. First one is one minus or one subtract uh, length of the main scale. The length of the main scale is divided by number of vernier part. Number of vernier parts. Number of vernier parts. Okay. This is the most acceptable method. Okay, if you are calculating for structure or essay, you have to use this method. Okay, definitely you must use this method. And there is another method. You can use this for MCQs. MCQs. But in some markings, they will allocate marks for this method, but I'm not sure. Okay, if you are calculating with this method, I'm 100% sure you will get all the marks. You will get all the marks. This is okay. This method is we write it as like this. Smallest division of the main scale. Smallest division of the main scale. Main scale is divided by LC is divided by number of vernier parts. Number of vernier parts. Here also like that. This like that means this should be this must be equal to least count. Okay, write these two methods separately. I will explain this one. Okay. Will you show
Okay,
still
sir.
right? Okay. Then I will apply this equation for this one. Okay. Here in the main scale, in the main scale, there are 9 millimeters. No, there are 9 millimeters. 9 millimeters mean this 10 vernier parts are corresponding to this 9 millimeters. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So in the other word, 9 millimeter is divided by 10 vernier parts. So I can write 1 minus length of the main scale, that is 9 millimeter. Number of vernier part, that is 10. But this is, you have this, you have to do this very carefully, okay? First of all, you have to divide this 9 by 10 and you have to subtract it by 1. So what is the value? 1 minus 0.9 mean 1 minus 0.9. 1 minus 0.9, it is 0.1 millimeter. 0.1 millimeter. Then here, smallest division of the main scale. The smallest division means this one, no? This one. So what is the value of this division? One division?
1 millimeter.
That is 1 millimeter. Number of vernier parts are 10. So 1 divided by 10 means 0.1 millimeter. Answers are same, no? Answers are same. Okay. Then I think it is better to draw this one again. Okay, only up to here. Only up to here. No need to draw full one. Can you draw that one?
Okay.
Then don't draw this sub part.